Hello YouTube, today I'll be showing you how to clean and restore your Super Famicom. Not only am I going to clean it, I am also going to de-yellow it using a method I used in my Super Nintendo de-yellowing video. You can find the link down in the description below. And we're just going to be doing I'll just be doing the tutorial on the cleaning part. You can always just head over to that video if you want to see the de-yellowing, because it's a long process. So, you can see this is how yellow it is, and that's what it's actually supposed to look like. So our goal is to get this, this plastic to look like this. Now there's a long explanation about some chemical in there that causes Super Nintendo to yellow over time. This one has yellowed pretty bad. As you can see, it is not just a surface yellow, it is soaking through all of the plastic, both top and bottom. So we're going to take care of that. And first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to take apart your Super Famicom. Sorry, my bad. You're going to use this thing. It's called a game bit. This one is designed to open up Nintendo consoles. And you're going to flip over Super Famicom, and there's 6 screws on the bottom. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. We got the screws all taken care of. This is an up close of what the screws look like. As you can tell that they're not camera focus. As you can tell that they aren't like a Phillips or a flathead. They're specially designed. So now what we can do is just slowly lift this off. And we're going to put this aside for now. And we are going to work on the underside, removing all this stuff. There's a screw right here we need to remove. That is just a normal Phillips screwdriver. And we're also going to need to pop off this faceplate right here. So we're just going to push down on these little tabs right here. Don't want to force anything, because since this plastic is yellowed, the chemical reaction also makes it more brittle. So we don't want to act too violent on this. Okay, there we go. I got it all taken apart. So you just lift this up, and then the lid right here comes off too. No screws or anything holding that down. And we can lift this power thing off, and the eject button falls right out. I think the power button falls out too. And then with the reset button, you have to pinch these 2 tabs here, and just pull it out. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to take out this slide right here. Actually, wait, we also need to take this off. The Super Famicom logo. I'm also going to de-yellow this. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like now. Before, after. There's one little piece you're going to have to worry about. This little plastic part right here for the LED power light. Make sure you keep that nice and safe. And let's take out this screw and then pull this out. Okay, so the top part is all stripped off and ready to clean. So we are going to move to the bottom and start working to strip this bad boy. First thing we can do is we're going to pull this out, because we're also going to de-yellow this right here. So you want to detach this. This is pretty hard to do with a broken finger. So a little change of plans. I can't get at that with my broken fingers, so I just detach this part right here. And there's these little levers, or little latches right here. You just poke it with like a screwdriver or something, and it should slide right out. Just like that. I'm going to put that over in our plastic pile. De-yellow that. So now we can work on removing the board, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit on this. We can take this out. Be careful, there's a little spring in here, and you got to remember which way it goes in. Goes in like the little crooked part. This bend right here goes in here like this. So I'm going to put this over here so I don't lose it. And I believe the sound card comes off, so we need to unscrew pretty much every screw that's into the board. There is a, let me zoom out. There's a screw here, 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 here. I believe I said there. And back over here, one right there, and one right there. So we're going to go ahead and unscrew those, and I'll be right back with you. Now, a little friendly reminder that the screws by the cartridge slot are slightly longer than these screws, than the normal screws. So remember, keep these separate. Before we take out all the screws, there's something that I accidentally skipped over. We are going to clean this cartridge slot right here. Now, there's another method to doing this. I'm going to do it the easy way. Involves my cartridge cleaner. This is actually a North American cartridge cleaner, but it actually fits right in there. So what you can do is you can take a credit card or a business card like this one from All Castle Games, and you put like a little, like a t-shirt in there, put some alcohol in there, and you insert it and just you know, scrub the contacts away. But I'm going to be doing it the easy way. Now I'm just going to put some alcohol on the contacts here, around the little rubber part. And I'm going to insert the cartridge, work its way out, insert it back in. Do that about like 10 times. You can take your Q-tip and you can see how much dirt's on there. It's not too much. This thing is pretty clean inside. There you can see a little bit more dirt on there. So that's probably pretty good. That'll play games no problem. Now that you got all your screws out, we can take out this right here, and this right here is the sound chip. So we just pull that right out. It just connects right in there. Just lift this right out of here. We can set this aside. And we can pick this up. This should slide right out of here. Just like that. And there we go. Now we can clean this RF shield. On the main board right here, on the board, this RF shield actually lifts up like that. You can clean that too if you want. It doesn't get real dirty, so I'm not going to. But there we go. Now we can work on the plastic, de-yellow it. There's also this metal piece in here. This metal piece in here. They look like this. Make sure you remember where they go. And that's the disassembly portion, so I'll go ahead and start working on the yellowing, which will take about 5 days, so see you guys in 5 days. So here we are 5 days later, and it's finally all done, all put back together. My finger is out of the splint, got my pins removed, but that's beside the point, but you know. And this came out really well. This part was only sun faded, but this part was due to the chemical. This was soaked all the way through. This wasn't. So this came out really well. That's what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like now. After 5 long days of sitting in UV light. Actually, the last day I had it sitting out in the sun, but that's as far as I was able to get it. Looking pretty good compared to what it looked like before. Now, the reason why I skipped the assembly, just to keep this video short, just, you know, do everything you did in the assembly, but just do it backwards. So there's still one more thing we got to do to really make this bad boy, you know, stand out. Want to grab some pledge, or favor, some paper towels, and we're going to polish her up. Make her look nice and spiffy. Oh yeah, look at that. You do a coat or two. Usually I like to do 2 coats of this. And there we go. So much better now. And here's a picture of the before, and now here's what it looks like now. And thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you would like to see the process I went through to get this de-yellowed, please click the link in the description. Please follow me on Twitch, and have a nice day.